What's up guys, Kets here from Matador Darts. Today I'm bringing you a review of the brand new Humphries TX1 darts. These darts were recently launched as part of Red Dragon's 2023 launch on the 15th of December. And finally, something that a lot of people have been waiting for a little while now is an actual version of what Humphries throws on the tour. And Red Dragon have finally released that with the TX1 darts. These darts retail on Red Dragon for $39.90, so £40 for a pro player dart. Now, in terms of manufacture, I wouldn't say this dart is probably worth £40, but because it's a dart of one of the best players in the world, £40 is pretty much the standard price you're going to pay for any sort of decent player darts. I have the 22-gram version with me, and these are 43.2mm long by 7.05mm wide. They're actually a lot thinner than I thought they'd be. I thought they were a little bit wider than that, and they actually feel the same in the hand when you throw them. They don't feel overly wide, so a really nice sort of dart to throw, considering I normally throw a straight barrel dart. As you can tell, the grip isn't going to be overly aggressive. In fact, the grip's sort of not really there at all. Red Dragon actually said this is like a mid-level grip. Now, personally, I think every single dart out there has some sort of grip to it. And unfortunately, some of those grips are going to have to be ranked as a lower level of grip. You can't just mark everything as mid-grip or higher. I would personally give these a level 1.5 out of 5. I think because the barrel is majoritively smooth, that's what gives you that bit of grip. If you've ever used smooth darts before, you'll know that when the barrel warms up in your hand, it does get a lot grippier. I believe that is the case with these darts. Just those little added grooves across the barrel sort of give that little bit added extra grip on top of what the smooth sections are. The darts, as you can imagine, are front weighted. They are wider at the front than what they are at the back, so they're obviously going to stand up in the board a little bit more. They're going to sort of kick in the air to come downwards. If you like that sort of thing, these barrels might be worth trying out. They come supplied with a short white Nitrotech stem and the new Humphries player flights. One thing I will say is I really like the design of the new player flights. Red Dragon have come up with some new ways of creating flights using layers and getting a sort of iridescent or metallic looking shiny design to their flights. And the Humphries new player flights are one way they've done that. And I really do like them. One thing I will say is the supplied setup is very short. I wasn't really a fan of it. It was really difficult to control where the darts went. So I had to put on a medium stem to get best results. Even with a medium stem, which is generally sort of the longest kind of stem you can go out and buy sort of by standard, the setup still seemed very short. Now, this is probably because I've used a bit of a longer setup myself in my match setup. But I can also understand why Humphries uses those sort of extra long stems, because I feel like I still needed that little bit of extra length on my stem just to get the right amount of balance for me personally. I actually really liked how they flew through the air. I didn't get any fishtailing, which I normally get with sort of really front weighted darts. Sometimes I throw them and they sort of spin in the air like that. With the short setup, I did find there was a bit less stability. The darts were sort of spraying over the board a little bit more and I couldn't quite get them to go where I wanted to. With the medium setup, I think it worked a lot better. I think they were more stable in the air. I had a more consistent angle of entry as well, which is one of the most important things to a lot of professional dart players and sort of dart players who understand their setup. The front weighting is nice. What I sort of didn't really notice was the fact that the darts were really front weighted. When I measured the darts on like a little point protector and tried to see where the balance point was, it was actually a little bit further back than I thought it'd be. It is a little bit closer to the centre. Obviously that does go further back when you add flights and stems. Obviously the longer the stem and the heavier the flight, the further back the balance point's going to be. At 7.05mm wide at the widest point, which is towards the front, the darts, as I said, don't feel too wide, and considering you're not going to hold that widest section because you've got nothing to push off, you're holding it slightly further back. I'll probably show you a picture of the grip on the video as I'm speaking now. Because I'm holding further back, you get that little bit of a push point, and also because it's further back, you're actually at a narrower segment of the dart. So they're not actually going to feel as wide as what you think. One thing I will say is when you first pick these darts up, if you're used to using a longer dart, so I use a 50.8mm dart as my match setup, which is like 7mm longer, it takes a bit of getting used to sort of like pulling it out the hand because of just the way the darts are. Sometimes you grip them too far back, sometimes you grip them too far forward, sometimes they just don't quite feel right. When you do this, you have that sort of set feel in your hand of how well balanced they are, and sometimes the balance just didn't quite feel right. I didn't feel like I had enough at the back, so my grip had to sort of slightly change. But once you get used to that, the darts go really well, and you can sort of throw them really naturally, kind of like Luke Humphries does. He literally just unloads them into his hand and goes. Really natural, smooth thrower, and these darts definitely help him do that. And yeah guys, that is it for this video. I hope I've summarised the darts well enough for you. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. We're pushing towards 2,000 subscribers, and when I do hit 2,000, I'll be doing a giveaway on the channel of probably a set of darts I've recently reviewed and maybe some other bits and pieces as well. So yeah, make sure you look out for that. Make sure you're subscribed, and also go and follow me on Twitter, because that is where the giveaway is probably going to be. There's also going to be a written review of the Luke Humphries darts, giving you a little bit more technical information, a bit more information about the product itself, where you can buy it, and everything like that. All going to be on my website, so go and check that out, matadordarts.com. I'll leave a link to the actual review in the description down below as well. If you tried out these darts, or you're going to buy these darts because of this review, make sure you let me know in the comments. Let me know your thoughts and feelings on the Luke Humphries TX1 darts. Don't forget to leave a like, it helps push the video to people who haven't seen my videos before, or perhaps people who would be interested in seeing this type of review. Obviously, as I said, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for a giveaway at 2,000 subscribers. That's it for now guys, thank you for watching, I'll see you next time, bye bye.